If you ask me, is there anything that they have done good in terms of immigration? I don't think so.
Martha Raddatz flew into East LA to let Karen Bass unload her greatest hits. ICE agents as masked kidnappers, National Guard troops as street performers, and of course, Trump as the big bad villain. By the end of this, the BS meter won't just ding, it may pack its bags and leave for Florida.
When you look at that border today, is there anything good you think the administration has done in these 6 months at the border?
Well, I will heap praise on the administration for the first 6 months in Los Angeles with the fires. If you ask me, is there anything that they have done good in terms of immigration? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that the viewpoint has been punitive, has been let's make it as miserable as possible so that these people don't come. And so when the raid started, fear spread. The masked men in unmarked cars, no license plate, no real uniforms, jumping out of cars with rifles and snatching people off the street, leading a lot of people to think maybe kidnappings were taking place. How do you have masked men who then say, well, we are federal officials with no identification? And so you enter a profession like policing, like law enforcement? I'm sorry, I don't think you have a right to have a mask and snatch people off the street. None of the National Guard needs to be here. There is nothing happening in our city now. There's no protests going on. And when they were assigned here, their mission was to guard 2 buildings. Why do you need 4,000 troops for 2 buildings?
Karen Bass really packed an Olympic-sized pool of bullshit into that interview. So let's take a lap, shall we? First, she claims Trump's immigration policies were punitive and meant to make things miserable. Yeah, Karen, because enforcing the law is now cruelty. God forbid we actually deter illegal crossings. But here's the reality. When you deter instead of encourage, you save lives. You stop women and young girls from being raped and trafficked on the brutal trek north. You choke off the cartel revenue streams that thrive on moving people like cattle. And you deny these monsters the human fuel they use to operate. Karen and the Democrats aren't being compassionate. They're being unimaginably manipulative, deceitful, and horrible. This isn't about helping anyone. It's about flooding the country with future voters. That's their plan. And they don't even bother hiding it anymore. Here's the kicker. Illegal border crossings are at historic lows right now under the Trump administration. In June, U.S. Customs and Border Protection reported fewer than 6,100 southwest border apprehensions, the lowest monthly total ever, with just 136 on June 28, the lowest single-day number in history. Spoiler alert, it's not because people suddenly stopped dreaming of Los Angeles. That narrative is grade A. Bullshit. Then she spins this wild yarn about masked ICE agents in unmarked cars, snatching people off the street like it's Narcos East LA. Really? So ICE is running secret black ops now? Karen, there's more video evidence of smash and grabs in Beverly Hills than of ICE agents playing kidnapper. The Democrats' rhetoric and endless demonizing of ICE because of their Trump derangement syndrome is exactly why agents have to cover their faces. If politicians like Karen actually supported law enforcement like any sane leader should, maybe we wouldn't see attacks on ICE agents up over 800% since the left's anti-ICE hysteria hit full volume. But no, they'd rather whip up outrage mobs and then act shocked when agents need masks to protect their families. So yeah, Karen, their masks aren't for theatrics. They're for survival. But sure, let's keep pretending ICE is out here stealing grandmothers in broad daylight. That's some Hollywood script-level bullshit. And finally, her big rhetorical question. Why do you need 4,000 troops to guard 2 buildings? Gee, I don't know, Karen. Maybe because your so-called peaceful protesters were hurling Molotov cocktails, bricks, and bottles at cops. And let's not pretend this is new for LA. This city has a long, ugly history of riots that burned entire neighborhoods to the ground. Remember the 1992 Rodney King riots? Over 1,000 buildings destroyed, 63 people dead, $1 billion in damages. Koreatown still hasn't fully recovered from being lit up like a war zone. Fast forward to 2020, and you've got peaceful protests turning Beverly Hills into a smash-and-grab playground, small businesses looted and torched. Organized mobs fueled by paid agitators and Soros-backed activist groups, coordinating chaos like it's a weekend hobby. So yeah, Karen, it's not performance art when people are hospitalized. It's not street theater when mom-and-pop shops are reduced to ash and dreams are wiped out in a single night. That line of reasoning is pure, unfiltered, factory-sealed bullshit. Karen Bass is turning basic law enforcement into a Marvel villain origin story. And LA wonders why people are fleeing the city faster than Gavin Newsom can say, French Laundry. Karen Bass really gave the BS meter a workout today, and the rest of us a headache. She's not leading Los Angeles. She's narrating a Netflix thriller where ICE agents are kidnappers, the National Guard are failed street performers, and riots are just misunderstood block parties. Meanwhile, LA burns, businesses vanish, and families pack up for safer cities because their mayor is too busy scoring virtue signaling points on national TV. Oh, and for the record, the BS meter clocked 4 solid dings in this video. Not a record, but definitely a strong performance. Well done, Karen. If you're as fed up with this delusion as I am, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you want the truth about what's really going on in America's cities, head to steadfastandloyal.com for the unfiltered, unapologetic facts. We don't pull punches. We don't bend the knee. We fight back with facts, fire, and freedom. As always, stay informed, stay relentless, and stay steadfast and loyal. I'm Jimmy Parker. Thanks for joining us.